Okay, this is number 3.
So in case we didn't make it clear that we were getting on the road like 2 episodes ago, this time we're actually getting on the road.
Finally, we load the vehicle and get on the road.
Yep. I was going to say about it didn't get any easier, it seemed loading the vehicle, but that's because we left it to the boys to do.
I think maybe you might be loading it that first time though.
Yeah.
In the footage.
So we decided to divide and conquer on the final day before we were leaving, so I took control in loading the vehicle.
I feel like our packing got worse and worse the further along on the trip we got.
And the less equipment we had to carry,
I know.
the worse we got.
Took us a while to leave Rotorua, but we had a lot of fun when we were here.
And we started off.
Our first stop was
Hobbiton!
Hobbiton!
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Oh my gosh, it was amazing.
The challenge is having her makeup
Please
set.
don't call me the talent on Instagram.
Can you do that again so I can get a boomerang?
I'd been to Hobbiton twice already, so this would be my 3rd time.
I totally welled up on my way in, and I'm not that big a fan.
Hobbiton was really cool because it was a place that, you know, you've grown up watching it in the movies and you've seen it like heaps, and you get to be there and experience all that stuff, all the sets and everything.
It was freaking amazing. Like every single time that I've been, it feels like I'm seeing something new for the first time, and I'm an uber fan.
Yeah, all the different hobbit holes, and it's an actual real life set as well. So all of it is real, and it was amazing. They've got gardeners to keep it going. Oh, we won't tell you loads of what you find out on a tour because that's unfair. And actually, you should go on the tour to find it all out because it's amazing.
It was awesome. It was by far probably one of my favourite things on the whole trip.
If you're ever in New Zealand, I definitely recommend the Hobbiton tour.
Even if you're not a huge fan, or if you're just in New Zealand and you want to have a New Zealand experience, definitely go to Hobbiton. It's so well done, down to the most minute details. You feel like you're in Middle Earth.
And you get to drink before 12 o'clock and it's acceptable.
We are in the Green Dragon and we've just finished the tour of the movie set of Lord of the Rings / the Hobbiton.
Hobbiton! When do we all decide to do that?
Just now.
Yeah, it's been absolutely awesome. Heather, our tour guide, has been brilliant. All the facts I now know.
All the facts that you now know, you're going to tell them every minute.
Tell us one. Tell us one fact.
The fact that during the filming for the birthday scene, Frodo's cake actually set fire. Bilbo's cake actually set fire, and they just shifted the view, and you can still see the smoke in the film today.
Cheers, guys. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. That's not cheesy at all. So we've got 2
I don't think I had
blankets,
one.
4 sleeping bags, 4.5 people, and
And
but
a
it's
girl
okay.
that we call fish.
I guess we should go and have a look at the rest of the pub.
Peace out.
Cool.
Cheers to the Green Dragon. After Hobbiton, we drove up to Auckland, to North Head, which is an abandoned World War II asterisk. And there's lots of tunnels and stuff in the mountain. It's pretty cool.
It's not cool if you're a scaredy cat and if you're afraid of the dark and you've got pricks like Chucky travelling with you.
Right, that was not my fault. That was a challenge set by Joe. And the first scare got you both.
I did write Marlon, not Millie.
Noted.
Marlon didn't get a fright, did she?
Noted.
You did
Okay.
not know I was there.
Fine.
You were looking for me.
Okay. Did anybody get a fright?
Yeah. You've got the footage, just play it. It's so quiet.
The light.
Should we look down this bit first? Okay, I will provide the light, shall I?
No, I'm scared he's going to
Come on, it's cool. So cool. Oh my god, I can't see anything.
You need
The light. I don't know.
No, I'm just scared that...
That's exactly what
I'm so glad you guys have done that.
That was only for fish. I'm sorry, you just got caught in a crossfire. The second scare was impromptu.
I was following the girls. We were walking down like this pathway, and I happened to turn around and see Chucky with his camera out, and he was kind of like, "Shush, be quiet." So I was like, okay.
So basically we've gone down the bottom before going up the top.
So this would be where they had a gap. Because he's like gonna hide for 2 hours.
Everyone jump in. The 4 expeditionists we actually like.
While he's gone gallivanting off in the tunnels. It's probably gonna
Somewhere.
pop up somewhere. There we go.
I actually didn't know when he was going to jump out either, so it kind of scared me a little bit too, but I knew it was coming.
But that was a good one.
That was pretty good.
Commitment on that one.
So I think we kind of worked on it together, but not really.
From North Head, we topped up the van for the first time with petrol, and we then made it to our first camping site, which was Uretati
Uretati Beach.
Uretati Beach.
U-re-ti-ti.
Because I thought we got the angle of this thing. I have it on camera. Uretati. Pause for another Google on the name if you must. Millie's tent challenge.
Oh yeah, so I got challenged to direct these guys how to put up a tent. Fine. I've been camping for 20 plus years. Cool. They wouldn't even let me look at the tent to see what type of tent it was. Okay, cool. It was raining by the time we got there. I was like, this is getting better and better. So I basically had to give them instructions without knowing what's behind me whilst I was under the cover of the car boot, which was up whilst they were out in the rain. I thought it was a great challenge. And the tent went completely up. I feel like I completed my challenge.
To be fair, she did really well because she didn't even really know what the tent looked like.
Hey, Chucky, it got up. That sounds rude. I erected the tent using no hands.
Tent.
That was not in my command. Had I told you to do that yet?
We have to do it
10 press ups.
Really?
Yes. Okay, so I've accepted my challenge of putting up the tent, but without actually touching it, or without actually looking at it to know what it does. So I'm just giving the commands and they've got to be silent as they do it. Will, pick up the tent, get it out. Oh, it's so hard not to turn around. Okay, empty it out.
Who?
Will, he had it in his hands. Okay, so inside there you should have poles and you should have 2 sheets potentially. How many poles do you have?
None.
What the sort of tent is this? Oh, come and get these poles from in here. Okay, Marlon, how many sheets do you have?
1.
You've got 1 sheet. Okay, you should pull it out and then you know how far apart it is. And how many poles do we have?
8.
8. Okay, so do any any of them fit together?
Don't know, they're still in the bag.
And get them out the bag like I told you to.
Never said that.
Will, I'm sure you're not doing anything.
Yeah,
So,
no, no.
yeah. So is that tarpaulin out, and is the pit that should be on the ground, which should have the tarp-like material, is that facing downwards?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Have you attached the poles together that need to go together?
No.
Okay, could you do that, please? Will, could you help?
Thank God for that.
And you, Joe.
Okay, so it actually goes, it gets built sort of inside. So someone needs to take off their shoes and go inside.
Marlon,
You know what we probably should do first?
get the air freshener in it. Okay. Peg it in.
All my food and you do hold myself.
Got more food.
There's a rock there.
Hey.
What's going on in there?
I'm chicken wow wow.
There's a triangular shape. Thing out there.
Okay, attach that triangular shape to wherever it needs to go. So you need to get the two shorter ones and put them where you were talking about, and then like the longer ones where they need to go. I mean, this is a tough challenge, guys. How are you guys getting on?
What are we supposed to do with this red thing?
So you're meant to put it in the hole, which is bent over in front of you.
But the green thing's in the way.
Pull that out.
Ow! It's that Millie and it fell down. What the fuck, Millie?
Well, you're meant to clench afterwards. I suppose I could make myself a little bit useful. How far off are you guys?
It is pushing it higher.
Okay, higher and higher. You know your love. You're welcome, guys.
Alright, I think we're sort of done.
Yeah?
Yeah, can you see?
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome!
It's cool, right?
It was right by the beach and it was pretty cold, but 5 adults in one tent. It was fine.
We were warm in that tent, it was fine.
Big spoon, little spoon, larger spoon, very large spoon, largest spoon. I side spooned you.
So you lay next to me.
So the first time shopping for food was interesting. I mean, we decided that we were all going to go on like a vegetarian diet.
You know what, the supermarkets drove me nuts. Trying to shop for 5 people is harder than to stick a tent up for 5 people.
Especially when you've got people with weirdo dietary requirements.
Vegetarians.
No.
The inability to consume milk.
Whereas the likes of Marlon and I, and Will eat anything, we're easy. The price of food, to warn people, is expensive. I mean, we bought 4 tomatoes. It cost us $5.
The Brits are getting well excited about the fact that the British food section doesn't actually have British
food.
Dutch.
Italian. Turkish. Swedish.
Holland.
Holland.
Happy with the rest?
Scotland.
How's the Marmite here?
Bring your own.
If you're British and you like your Marmite,
Bring your own. I'm looking forward to Marmite when I get home.
In the making, it's best to know where to start. In the making, it's not a walk in the park. Take to the streets with your head held up high.
When we need to explain that this is actually going to be our next
No, not at all.
expeditionist.
Well, we'll just say there's an expeditionist hiding in every episode.